students, today we will study class 6 chapter 12, that is light, shadow and reflection. So today we will study firstly about light and shadow. As we all know, we can see object in day as well as night. So in day we can see different type of object with very clear view. But at night, it is not possible to view that objects clearly. There is sensation of object that takes place. So we can say that light is a sensation which help us to see objects clearly. So light is a sensation which help us to see objects clearly. So light is the only source which help us to see an object. In a dark room, you are not able to see the objects clearly. So here we divided the objects in two categories. Firstly, number 1, the luminous object, and the number 2 is non-luminous objects. So the luminous objects are the objects which give out or emit light of their own. What does it mean? It means an object is emit their light. So these objects are called luminous objects. For example, sun, torch, electric light. These are the lights which are helpful or emit their light, and these are helpful to see other objects clearly. And other one is non-luminous objects. So non-luminous objects are the objects which do not emit or give out their own light. For example, car, bus, blackboard, pen, human body. These are the examples for non-luminous objects. So we can say that a luminous objects are helpful in seeing the non-luminous objects. So here we also categorize the objects in other three categories. These categories are according to the allowing of light. For example, number 1, transparent object, number 2, translucent object, and number 3 is opaque objects. So number 1, transparent object. The transparent objects are the objects which allow the light to pass through them. For example, if we place a mirror in front of a candle, burning candle, then the light of a burning candle is passed through that mirror. So we are able to see through a mirror. So that's why a mirror or a glass is called transparent object. So transparent objects are the objects which allow light to pass through them, or through which we can see other objects clearly. These are the transparent objects. Number 2, translucent objects. The translucent objects are the objects which allow a light to pass through them partially, which means we can see the object through them but can't clearly. For example, trace paper, sandpaper, butter paper. Through these objects, we are not able to see the other objects through them. If we try to see through them, we are not able on that side object is placed. So that's why they are called translucent objects, because they do not allow the light to pass through them completely. They allow the light to pass through them partially. So number 3 is opaque objects. So opaque objects are the objects which do not allow the light to pass through them. For example, this blackboard is not allow the light to pass through other side. A wall of a room do not allow the light to pass through other side. A human body do not allow the light to pass through them to other side. And we are not able to see the objects through them. So that's why they are called opaque objects. So there are number of examples for opaque objects: blackboard, chair, bus, car. These are the examples of opaque objects. So you have to do the activity regarding this, that is activity number 1. So here in your book, the table 11.1, try to find out the different objects which are allow the light to pass or which do not allow the light to pass through them. So the next is shadow. When you are going in a sunlight outside, you see a dark patches are going along with you. These dark patches of any objects are called shadow. So a shadow is only formed when a source of light is present. At night you are not able to see your shadow. Are you able to see? No. You are only able to see your shadow, that dark patches around you in the presence of source of light. Number 2, the main important thing, you need opaque objects. Opaque objects are which do not allow the light to pass. So you need a opaque object so that shadow is formed. So here human body is an opaque object. So firstly, the two things are important, that is a source of light is important, and number 2 is opaque object is needed. And last, the number 3 is screen is required. So what is screen? So screen is a ground, wall of a room, a blackboard, a wall of a building, a floor. These are the screen which allow the light to strike on an object so that a shadow is formed on the screen. So when the source of light is falls on an object, then that light reflects and we see its image on the ground on a screen. So that image that is formed by the striking of source of light on an opaque object is called shadow. So mainly the shadow tell us about the shape of the object. By seeing only shadow, we can recognize that object clearly. Also, the size of the shadow also changes. When you see, when the moon is just above your head, your size of your shadow is very small. So we can say that size of shadow also changes. So how this size of shadow changes? So when the longest side of the object is pointed towards the sun, if the longest side of an object is pointed towards the sun, then the shadow is shortest. On the other side, when the shortest side of the object is pointed towards the sun, then the shadow is longest. So in this way, we can say that shadow is formed. So here there are few activities, that is activity number 2, 3 and 4. These activities are done by you very conveniently. You will be able to do that. So here you can see in activity number 2, just hold a opaque object in front of a source of light and place a sheet of paper on the ground and try to catch the shadow of that opaque object on that piece of paper. With the help of your friend, try to outline that object and try to recognize the object by your other friend. So in this way, you are able to do or to find the shadow of other object in a similar manner. In activity number 3, this activity can be done by your friends or you. As you see, in a dark room, try to place yourself between your two friends. Your friend who is in front of you has a torch in his hand and try to put the light on you. And your other friend places a screen or a paper behind you and try to take your shadow on that paper. In this way, you can see how a single source of light is also able to give you appearance of a shadow. So there are the certain images that can be formed, or as a fun you can take by making a shadow of different animals with your hands. So by doing these activities you are able to find the shadow of different objects. So activity number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can do it by yourself. It is very convenient and simple so that you can do it at home. So here I will attach the PDF regarding this video. Write the work in classwork as well as homework notebook. Thank you.